Hello, this is my presentation. I'm Kirsten. So the book that I chose is Paper Towns by John Green. It was published in October 16th, 2008 by Dutton Books. That is the cover that I read originally. So I first encountered it in high school around 2013 or 2014. I had a friend at the time introduce me to it and John Green's works in general. So I borrowed her copy of the book. It was a paperback edition with that push pin you saw on the last slide. And I now have my own copy of that version. And then I recently got a hardcover copy from a coworker who was getting rid of some books. So it was one of the few YA books that I actually read back in the day because as a teenager I read a lot of manga and graphic novels. I didn't read too many novels other than like middle grade Percy Jackson. Um, so I felt like at the time that John did a really good job realistically portraying teenagers. It was really interesting because there's kind of a mystery component to it, and it was funny. Um, I definitely think that it portrays the existential dread of the jump from high school to adulthood really well. There's all of those fears of losing your friends as you move on to different colleges and jobs and things after high school. And that was a big worry of mine, so it was kind of nice to see that represented in a book. Um, and then the movie came out around when I actually graduated high school about 2 years later, so that was timely. Um, so for me, the reason that Paper Towns is such a big, impactful book is because it has a huge impact on my life in the form of community. So John Green, the author of Paper Towns, has a YouTube channel with his brother Hank Green called Vlogbrothers, and they've been doing videos on there since 2007. So Paper Towns came out after he had already been doing Vlogbrothers. Um, so once I read Paper Towns and enjoyed it, I looked into John and found out about Vlogbrothers from my friend at the time that recommended the book to me. And I started obsessively watching their videos. Um, and yeah, and so I've been a really big fan of their work. They're both really cool guys. This is a screenshot from their uh, annual charity live stream that they do. You can see my name right here. So I like to watch that every single year. It's a 48-hour charity live stream that gives to really good causes. Um, and then you'll see here is a picture of me and my mom at the Turtles All the Way Down tour, John Green's next book that came out after I became a fan of his. And then you'll see that I am still a fan as of today because John doesn't really write YA anymore, but he writes kind of nonfiction more. His last two books have been adult nonfiction. So his last book was Everything is Tuberculosis, and so I got to see him again in 2025, which was very cool. I really love John and Hank. They're super good guys. They do a lot for the world. They call it decreasing world suck, all of the different activities that they do and raising money for charity. It's a really cool community called Nerdfighteria, and I wouldn't have access to any of this if it wasn't for reading his books first. Um, so that's pretty much what I have to say. So, as in John and Hank Green's hometown, they always say, don't forget to be awesome.